eventually too, my engine light came on and I had a code PO. Portion of what I heard you need to do is replace that old gas cap. Out with the old and with the new. Alright. Next. I was told maybe you need to replace the canister here. Well, I heard on my vehicle I have at least 3, so we're going to try one at a time and see what happens. This is under the vehicle behind the gas tank. I have to remove my tire to get to it from AutoZone. Okay, on this vehicle you gotta get your tire out the way, so drop it on down. Okay, I got my tire out the way, and we're right above the rear differential. That's the part I want to replace so far. Okay, got this thing hanging here. Let me get it, slide it off. I have to pop it off with my Phillips head screwdriver. I got my connector off. This line here, I don't know what's going on with this. I've been squeezing it, so let me, if I can get it off since I got the canister off there, and move it off. Now this big canister back here, this thing is over $100 and something to replace. So I'm gonna try one part at a time and see what's going on. This has 2 lines to it. Okay, I got this thing off. It's hard to get the connector off, but okay. Well, let's see what happens. I wanted to replace the hose, 5/8 hose. I'll have to fool with that later. Let me see if this is even going to take my code off. I opened it up. Smells like an old dried out sponge. And it's filthy and dirty. This is the bracket that it slid off of, just on one side. Sit right on there like that. This way. And the harness plugs right under there. And it's back on. 4, 4, 5. The Evap system, something was going on. So I began to troubleshoot. Someone suggested that you replace your gas cap. I did that. The code was still there. Then they suggested that you replace the evaporator canister, evaporator canister, that little round one. I went to the back of my gas tank, located it, and replaced it. The engine light was still on. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to get my tubing off my canister here. Underneath the truck is right behind the gas tank. And I got one of them loose here. Pull them off. that one off. I got a 14mm socket on the extension. Get both of those out. It's coming down. Okay, I'm trying to get these two bolts off here, and I think the whole canister is going to come down. Got all my lines disconnected, so let's see what happens. How much socket is that? Okay, I got my canister out here. I already replaced this. Let me just take it off. I replaced this the other week. Set that aside. And I have my other one for the engine, top of the engine. And I purchased this solenoid. This one goes on top of the engine. Replace that one. From AutoZone. Now this, I'm just cleaning this one out if I can. So I'm gonna blow some air through there. Only had one harness on there. I had to take it off. And that's where I got my canister from. Disconnect one harness. Set a little tab over there and pull up on it. And pull it out. And that's where the canister came from. On this 04 Yukon right behind the gas tank. Only had two bolts, 14mm, and it came out. I'm going to attempt to use my I can feel the air coming out of there. Reconnect this line back in here. Nice and snug. And this canister came from here. Let's see how we're going to drag it. Drag it this way. Maybe not. This one connects here. Put the whole thing back. Put that back on the bracket. That is good to go. Okay, I got my canister cleaned up. I blew air through it, blew air through my line here. Reconnected this purge valve. Gonna slide it back in place and reconnect the harness. The harness connects under here, right there. The harness connects right under there. I got it back in place with those two bolts back there. Got them blown out. With my purge valve canister. In there. And I'm getting ready to put the wire connector back, but I'm going to spray it with some parts cleaner. Electrical parts cleaner. Goes right under here. See it? It's out of sight now. But right back under there. Now I can't do it with one hand. Anyway, everything's looking good from this end. Get those two done. I need to get a clamp for the top hose was hard to come off. The little one. So I had to pop this little clamp off to get that hose off. I'm going to have to put a real clamp on there to get it snug back on. So that's the only problem I had back here. Okay, we got everything back in place. I got a clamp on my top hole there. And everything's looking good. Canister back in place. Purge valve back in place. And we're going to work on the engine compartment valve solenoid. Got my boat already out there. I'm just going to lift the top to get this solenoid out. And it's right there on top on this 04 Yukon Denali. Gonna zoom in here. And same part, make sure it matches up, and just got one bolt. Maybe a 13 millimeter, let me check and see, but take off the harness, unplug it, and you're in. Let's get that going on. Like an 8 millimeter socket. May not be, but sure look like it. Off. Okay, I didn't know how this clip comes out, so I broke it. I tried to go to YouTube and find out, but apparently this slides around there. But I didn't know how to get it out, but I popped it with my flathead screwdriver now. I'm gonna put my new one in and figure out how to keep it clamped down. I will. And we're going to slide it back down in there. Not snug though. I'm supposed to reuse this. Back on after I spray it. Electrical spray. Try out. Put the top on it to keep it from sliding out. All the way back in. Find something to put in there. So now I have a new gas cap. I cleaned out my big canister. I replaced my my little round canister in the back, and the Evap solenoid on top of the engine. I replaced that. So 4 things I replaced on this vehicle. I drove for about 5 minutes. My engine light went out. Problem solved. Virtually true. Troubleshooting my Evap system, and this is what I did.